Hello and welcome back to Press Start. I'm your host, Regan McClure, and this week we are diving into some newly announced nerdy content coming our way. First, we'll be picking our dream cast for Disney's new live-action remake of Hercules. Then, we're going to be talking about the new Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and wondering what on Earth, or what on Midgard, the game will be all about. But first, here's Joe with the news. Take it away, Joe.
Thanks, Regan. Hi, my name is Joe Zazzara, and this is your nerd news for the week. Jason Schreier announced in a recent article that he's actually leaving Kotaku after 8 years. Schreier's done some amazing work for both Kotaku and the games industry as a whole. He's the one who reported on the massive crunch that Rockstar employees were facing. He also reported on the behind the scenes of BioWare's horribly mismanaged Anthem. Schreier's work has directly impacted how many of these companies operate going forward. Schreier ultimately decided to leave the company after making public his frustration with GO Media, which is the parent company of Kotaku. The company went through massive changes as ownership shifted over the years, and after leaving the company, Schreier announced that he'll be joining Bloomberg as a reporter. We're excited to see what the future has in store for one of the best games journalists out there. Time for one of the universe's ultimate questions. Who? Doctor Who, that is. Doctor Who's Time Lord Victorious special has some big news. The story is being described as a multi-platform experience. It will span across books, comics, magazines, and even an escape room. The story will follow the 8th, 9th, and 10th Doctors, as well as the beloved character Rose. Set in the past, they will have to help stop a deadly threat to defend Gallifrey. While it is not yet clear if all of the actors will be reunited on screen, their characters will definitely be seen in the coming months. Fans of game emulation rejoice! RetroPie, the emulation program that is the reason why many purchase a Raspberry Pi computer, now supports the latest edition of the mini PC. This comes as a surprise to fans who have been waiting for an update since last year. The makers of RetroPie stated that they wanted to fine-tune the program in order to provide the best gaming support possible. They also wanted to add new support to emulators for old consoles. This will also allow people to play games all the way back to the Atari era. The Raspberry Pi Foundation, makers of the mini PC, stated that the current beta of the emulator works extremely well with the Raspberry Pi 4. The RetroPie beta is currently available off of the program's website. Console gamers excited for the next generation will finally get their first taste during Microsoft's recently announced presentation. During the presentation, Microsoft will be showing gameplay of the Xbox Series X. During the presentation, Microsoft will be showing off gameplay on the Xbox Series X. Cyberpunk 2077 and the new Assassin's Creed are the only games confirmed for the showing so far. Competitors of Microsoft may fall behind in comparison. As of now, Sony hasn't revealed anything major for the PS5 besides specs. With this momentum, will Microsoft pull ahead this generation? Find out May 8th at 8 p.m. during the Inside Xbox event. It has only been a couple weeks since The Last of Us 2's delay announcement, and now there are bigger problems. Developer Naughty Dog is now dealing with leaks of some of the game's design and major plot points. It was originally rumored that one of the employees of Naughty Dog was responsible. We now know from Naughty Dog themselves that it was actually caused by non-affiliated people. The hackers were able to access some of the more polished footage from early in the development, with spoilers hitting the internet almost immediately. Spoilers or not, The Last of Us 2 will be dropping on June 19th. And that's all the nerd news for this week. Back to you, Regan.
Thanks, Joe. Next up, we'll be talking about Disney's newly announced live-action remake of Hercules and who we think the perfect cast should be. Spoiler alert, there's already one uncontested role that we have picked out, and Disney, we will not take no for an answer.